with it, without it being like an interview or anything, do you want to like talk about yourself, who you are, what you?
My name is Breezy. We're at Flow State. T-Gar's my good friend. We've been friends for how long now? Like
Too long.
2 days?
Yeah, 2 days too long.
Yeah, fuck. The first time we made music was when I lived down in Wollongong. That was fucking crazy. Crazy times, man. This is Flow State Studio. I don't know if I've said that already. This is the studio I run on the Northern Beaches. If you're an artist and want to record, hit me up. But yeah, man, I'm an artist, I'm an engineer, I produce, and we just fucking make shit up and go along with it.
That's it. Bro's killing it, bro. Like, it all starts with an idea. Like, I remember going to your place in Wollongong, and it was literally just it was a bedroom, you know, like it was fucking, it was what it was. Like, it wasn't high expectation or anything, but it started, like, it was humble beginnings, you know, like it started somewhere, and you've upgraded multiple times. This isn't even the first upgrade, like. And I know for the future you will have more upgrades to go.
Yeah, well, we were talking about this morning. We're going to get a new couch, new desk, new chair, just always up and up. And I feel like I've been stagnant for a little bit in terms of just like upgrading the environment, because it's super important, man, if you want to be creative.
Yeah.
Always changing, but yeah, fucking...
I feel like it's hard too when you've got an idea of what, like, you've got the idea already here. So it's like one of those things of how do I upgrade it without taking away from what it already is.
Yeah. And you get comfortable too. Like, you find something that works. Maybe it's not perfect, but, you know, you can do most things. It can be easy to just be like, yeah, fucking good enough.
Yeah. So recently as well, Breezy went full-time with music, opening up Flow State Studio. I want to talk about that a bit, because I know you started this journey how long ago? Like a month ago, maybe? Month and a half?
Yeah, I quit in July.
Yep.
So I don't know how many months that is now. November, like 3, 4?
Damn.
July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, so almost 4 months. That's crazy.
In comparison to where you were at the beginning, how do you, like, where do you see yourself right now? Do you see things working and progressing? Do you see things crumbling and coming to an end? Like, where do you sort of where do you stand?
Fucking, I guess like always, you see both possibilities. But if I'm like really honest with myself, obviously the more time you spend on something, the better you get, and there's always progress as long as you're like being intentional with what you're doing. I'm gonna close this window because I'm gonna think about it the whole time.
No, not the beautiful view.
Just for the sound. Yeah, if you're always intentional with what you're doing, you're always going to progress and get better and better. So I feel like, and I'm sure you feel the same way, it's only a matter of time. It's always only a matter of time. And there's always a possibility of everything collapsing, but if you just don't give up and you give it another crack, like, you'll get there eventually. And I feel like, you know, that's been true for me these past couple of months. Like, things probably haven't taken off in the way that I'd hoped, but I've still made progress, and I've still done things that I didn't predict otherwise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I feel like you're still better off because you gave it a shot. Like, if you never took that leap of faith, you would still be in the same position. Whereas the position you're in now, even in, like, say 5 months, 6 months time, it doesn't work. Like, what, it comes to the absolute crash or whatever, and it doesn't work, you're still further ahead than what you were because you tried.
Yeah, 100%. And even just like, take everything from my like situation out of the equation. It's just the people who have messaged me and said, like, just seeing me quit to try it has been enough. You know what I mean? Just to be able to inspire other people to do it. Because I feel like, man, there's been people who have done that for me, and if I can do that for someone else and just continue like the domino effect of positive energy in the universe is fucking... It's doing something, man.
Believe it or not, bro, you part of that did that to me. Like, you doing that. I've been living on my own now for, I don't know, like 5-6 months or something. Maybe it hasn't even been that long. And when I first did it, like, I crunched the numbers and everything. I had lived with a housemate previous, got into a massive fight. Like, everyone knows about it because I've talked about it so fucking much now. And then I moved back in with mum, and then I was like, this is what I tried to get away from this whole time. Like, I don't want to be back in this spot. I felt not even like it was back at ground zero, but I was in like a negative. I was in the underground sort of thing. You know? And I was like, fuck, like, I've always wanted to move out. I've always wanted my own space and shit. I was like, I'll try and do it on my own. I crunched numbers. I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to fucking do this, bro.
Yeah.
And I think doing it anyways and making it happen anyways gave me such a confidence boost in like, even when I don't think it's possible, it's instead of being a victim and going, oh, I can't do this, poor me. It's like, well, how can I do this? How can I break it down and make it work? And there was a massive energy shift when I did that. And so when I saw you do that with going music full time, I felt like you would have had that same energy in you. And that like boosted me further as well, because it's like, I know the position he's in. I know how fucking like, it feels like nothing's going to work and like everything is at its end or whatever, but you do it anyways and it pushes you further. And I think when you did that, it was like, well, I've said for ages, that's what I want to do full time. I know at one point I'm going to fucking do that and I'm confident that it's going to work because you've made that step. So
That's sick. I have a question for that, but before that, I'll just say this thought. As you were saying that, I thought like the reason or kind of like the biggest goal for me when I quit was like, I always think to myself, and you hear it from all of these massively successful people, right? You just got to fucking jump and figure it out. Like there's never going to be the right time. You're never going to be ready. So you just got to try it. And this phrase popped in my head. It's like you short circuit the universe. You do something that shouldn't work out, that goes against all logic. And that kind of like breaks logic to the fact that like you either succeed or you die.
yeah,
It sounds freaking dramatic, but like those are the two logical extremes, right? So,
yeah,
I mean, if you die, it doesn't really matter. And if you succeed, well, you succeed and you made the impossible happen. So it's like, but the question I had was, when you had moved out and everything like crumbled and you realized you had to move back in with your mum, what was that moment like when you first realized that you had to move back?
Oh, bro, it was fucking. I feel like since that point, probably in a lead up to that, I've had a lot of bad anger problems, and like my emotions have fucking been all over the place. When I'd first moved out, so when I'd first moved in with this housemate, I was, and you probably remember me being like that, bro. I was the most peaceful, like understanding person. I was chill as fuck. And then with living with him, there was like little things that set me off further and further and further. And I feel like with that was a breaking point. I remember even when it all happened and I was moving out, the day I was moving out, I fucking took all my furniture and everything, got everything loaded on the ute, ready to go, and it bucketed down. I hadn't got the tarp on or anything. It was in an apartment too, so I was back in the apartment trying to like do the last search.
Yeah.
Fucking pissed down on everything. And I remember like we got down as quick as we could, bro. Everything was fucked. Like everything was water damaged as shit. And I can't even remember what I had in my hand. I pegged it at the floor, screamed, and even at that point, like my missus was like, bro, it doesn't matter how low you get, you can't be like that. Like you can't let your emotions get the better of you like that. But it was hard, bro. And so like, I think you've got to outweigh like taking that leap. Sometimes you've already fallen before you've taken the jump, if that makes sense. Like you may think that jump will lead you to your death, but it could lead you to a whole different fucking world. Like you staying on that ledge is just killing you quicker, you know? And that's what that was. Like that massive thing happened and I couldn't let that eat away at me anymore.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know if you feel the same way. You probably do. But like when you make these big decisions, when you know you're probably not ready, you're almost accepting or like choosing to break yourself, like past the point of like where it's sexy or it's like, you know, motivation porn, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, I'm going to do it because, you know, make the impossible happen. But like when you're fucking all your shit is like soaked through and fucked and like you've got no other choice, it's just like, I chose this.
Yeah.
Fuck. And then that's where the growth happens. Like that might be the moment where you feel like you actually failed and you're at the bottom. But that's really like, that's what they say is it's the new beginning.
Yeah. And I feel like, bro, even nothing has been fucking easy since that point. Like, but it is all like every step has been a new beginning and I'm so grateful for it. Like even when I had first moved out, I'm not even joking. I think I went and looked at places and I got it straight away. I got the first place I fucking applied for and it's where I am now. And it was such a steal. And I was like, well, I have to make this work. I can't remember how. I think it was like $1,500 or $2,000 I had to save in 3 weeks, which on my wage with all my overheads and stuff, it's like, how the fuck am I doing that? And I, shit you not, would budget so fucking tight, and I still do to this day. I budget so tight, it's ridiculous. Like, I spend $50 on groceries a week. People hear that and they're like, how the fuck do you survive? You know, like, I still do that. And I watch so many like money making videos and shit, and they're like, oh bro, just lower your costs, like all your subscriptions and stuff, get rid of that. It's like, I don't own any subscriptions, I don't own anything. I am at like the lowest fucking cost I can be, and things are still difficult, but I'm using that energy to push me further and further forward. Like, I'm working the same job I was like, I can't fucking save anything. I can save like $50 a week. That's it. I'm now in a position where I'm forcing myself to save like $300 a week. So that big shift, and I'm like, even my budget and stuff hasn't really changed, but it's the mindset that's changed that's allowed me to actually do that. So in the moment, those times are like, bro, you think like, why me? Like, this is fucking impossible. How am I going to do this? But that's what creates the character that actually tries for better.
Yeah. Bro. Life's crazy, man.
Yeah. And that's why, like I said, that's why I appreciated so much when you did music full time, because I understood that fully. Like, that leap, it's not fucking easy, and I still want to do that for myself, and I should just fucking do it right now, realistically, because what's stopping me? I think it's the way the human brain's wired as well. Like, we're wired to survive. That's 100%. How our brains work. And so when there's something that, like you were saying before, seems like it can kill you, your brain does everything in its power to try and steer away from that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's about just taking that fucking leap and sending it, bro. Like, fuck it.
Well, we've got millions and millions of years of evolution, like deep coded in our brains to like avoid fear, avoid the unknown, because like that's where shit can go wrong. But I don't know how people feel about Andrew Tate, right? But recently I saw a video of him saying that I completely agree with. Is like, there used to be a time where if you failed, like, the enemy would come, they would kill your children, they'd rape your women, and you'd be dead. Yeah. But now, if you go out and you fail, you still probably have a roof over your head, you still have money to eat, the fucking government will be there to catch you, you know what I mean? Like, for a lot of people, I know that's not the case, but like, nothing happens if you fail.
Yeah.
Nothing happens. So like, you basically get unlimited swings to make it happen, and when it does, and fucking the rest is history, bruv. It's crazy.
Yeah. Fuck. Going back to what we were talking about before we put the cameras on too, I took that a step further. So, and I've talked about it on here before. I was busting my ass off. Like, I'm still doing fucking minimum 2 hours overtime every day, like minimum. And it's always like this towards the end of Christmas. This year's been a bit more hectic. Like, it's been like this since like fucking May or something. Like, it hasn't really stopped. And even though I'm earning this money, it was like, bro, I still need more. Like, at the time, I was like, I need more to put into more. You know, like, I was fucking, you'd say I was money hungry. Like, I was trying all these like little tiny things, like trying all these different things out. And this is what crumbled to a lot of what my brain was becoming and stuff as well, I think. And one of the things that came up was I was doing jobs on Airtasker, and one of them, I don't know if you heard of that. It's like, what's the other one? There's one where you can get people to work.
It's kind of like Fiverr?
Yeah, like, I was going to say, there's one you can get people from foreign countries to do work for you for super cheap.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's that. But Airtasker is like mainly like, there's like a lot of building shit involved. So it'd be like, I need this done or this done. But then there was simple shit like, for $200-$300, I just need someone to get the rubbish off my lawn. You know, like simple shit like that. Yeah. Or fucking, I need a door handle fixed, or my lawn's mowed or some shit. So it was like easy shit. And one of the jobs that came up was a research job. So, you do research on different like destinations and holiday resorts and stuff, and leave reviews, and you get a commission for leaving reviews, right? Through that's what the whole ad was. I was like, yeah, I've heard of that before. Fuck it, I'll give it a shot. Like, it may be shit money, maybe good money, but it's easy money. Let's just fucking give it a shot. I got into it, And there was obviously a lot of risk involved because it turned into that's all you do to, oh, actually, we grow this money so you get your commissions. And then they taught you how to grow that money with like through your commissions through crypto trading. Yeah. And I have actually been with a company before who were completely legit that actually taught you day trading, crypto, those sort of things.
Right.
And I was doing it, but it required so much time and effort. And they were a legit company. They're a bit pyramid scheming because they earn their money through what's it call it? Mentor. Like you would be a mentor and you would have people work under you and you get a commission for signing people up.
Oh,
That's how
okay,
you got
right.
your money.
Yeah.
And then through that, you put that money into like crypto or day trade. You could just that could be your job and you don't touch it. Like you don't put it into anything. But then it was like a whole fucking school that taught you how to do this, that, or the other. I'm pretty sure the real world would do something similar. It teaches you how to make money and how to invest in money.
Yeah, right.
Similar to that, right? So I've been through that before. That was actually when I first moved out with the housemate. That's when I was getting into it. And then I moved out. I met the missus. Life was hectic. And I'm like, I don't have time for this shit. I'm dropping it. But this came up and I was like, fuck it, I'll take it. Like, I'll do it. And this is where I got hooked because I started doing it and they're like, you need to, it was like a system where you had to reach a certain target. And to reach that target, you had to put some of your own money into it. And then in the end, you get commission back. Like, so you get your money back plus commission. And I think the first payout was like $250. And I was like, yeah, fucking earth. Like, it seems a bit dodgy, but it's because it's a world that I'm not familiar with.
Yeah.
Fucking let's just give it a crack. Well, that was my mistake.
Fuck.
And so as time went on, they were called journeys. So say there was 30 reviews in a journey and it was completely random when you would have to refill that journey. So say you reach 5, you do 5 reviews, you might have to refill that journey. But the more you had to refuel, the more you got paid out in the end. So the more commission you got in the end. That's what it was, right? And so I was like, yep. I think the first one was like, the first deposit was like 100 and something. Then the next one was like 300 and something. And then the third one was like 600 and something. That's when I was like, fuck, like, right now, like I've got money still there, but out of the money spare, I'm like, I don't have any more money. It's like, this is going to tap into my bill money, but they're saying like 3 should be the cap of the journey, right? So after I've done this third one, I shouldn't have to fucking invest any more money. And obviously I was like, fuck, weighing it up. I was like, do I just fucking send it? Do I risk it?
Yeah.
In the end, I was like, fuck it. What's the worst that can happen? What am I going to lose? Like, I believe in myself. I believe in this. I told my partner about it, told my mum about it. They were both like, don't do this shit. Fuck that. But I was the perfect target because I'm so outgoing and I'm trying to look for that growth and like taking that risk. And I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to do it. I think I was left with like $300 to my name or something. And I had to fucking refill again. I think I did like 2 more fucking reviews. And it's like, you have to refill again. And it was like 1,400, I think. So all up, in total, I would have had to invest like 2.4 or 2.6 or something.
Yeah.
In return, I would have got like 6.8 grand. So I did that. And I was like, I'm left with fucking nothing to my name. And they're like, no, you just got to fucking refuel. Like, everyone goes through this process. I know it's difficult, blah, blah, blah. I was like, this is fucked, So even though I was at like $200-300 to my name, it was getting closer to Christmas. This is only like, say 2 months ago. It was getting so close to Christmas. I didn't have a car, mind you, because I had crashed my car. And I was trying to save for that. That was where that money was before as well, that I was saving up for, that tapped into bill money and shit. So I no longer had that money for a car. And I was just in a difficult position. I'm like, fuck, I felt sick, like so ill, because I was just like, fuck, man. And I didn't know, I hate owing anyone anything. They're like, just borrow money from people. I'm like, I can't. The only people I would is people I trust, people I'm close with. I can't do that to them. Fuck that. Like, and so I was like, fuck it. I made a plan where I'm like, I think it was like mid-November or something, which we're close to at the moment, actually. I was like, if I invest $300 a week, I can get to this point where I should get all the money back by mid-November. And I outweighed best case scenario, worst case scenario. It's like, I've already lost like 2 and a bit grand or whatever it was. And if I don't do anything, I've lost that 2 and a bit grand.
Yeah.
If I do something, I get 6.8 grand. Or I keep investing and it's a scam and I'm left with nothing. And I was like, what? So that's the worst case scenario. I invest mid-November, I'm left with $0. I've learnt my mistake. I fucking leave it alone. So I start putting $300 a week in, and then one afternoon, I get a call from the bank, and it's their fraudulent department. And I have like this hour and a half conversation with the fucking bank of them essentially saying it's a scam. Like, we're not allowed to say, report this to the police, stop doing this, blah, blah, blah. All we can do is try and convince you, but we can't tell you what to do. They were very, very friendly, and they're like, bro, this is like our 5th call today of this same conversation. This happens to everyone. Like, it is what it is. It's like you're on the side where the scammer has actually won you over because you're so invested in this, and like, because they said, how much on a percentage scale, how much do you believe that this is a scam or isn't a scam? I'm like, well, it's still 50-50 because there's a lot of hope for me to hope that, like, I've already invested all this money.
Yeah.
I want to believe it's not a scam, blah, blah, blah. There was a group chat full of all these people that were posting, like, regular people, like all these fucking memes and shit in the chat. And they go, this is literally how they get you. This will be, and I've seen videos on this before. It's literally just an office space, normally of like, foreign people or like Indian people or whatever it is. And it's literally just them in a room all day creating this group chat, doing all this shit. And it's all these people in the fucking office. Like this whole scam team.
So it's all choreographed.
Yep.
And fucking holy
and the way that the banks were like, we can try and get your money back, but there's almost a guarantee we can't because it's through crypto trading. Which I didn't know this, crypto money is cryptic, which means the banks can't trace it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was again me taking that leap of faith. And a lot of people would be like, you're a fucking idiot. You lost all that money. What's wrong with you? But again, that was something I was not proud of, but taught me a very like important lesson. And it was, I can save all that fucking money if I really put my mind to it, like.
Yeah.
And so right now I'm in that position. And with that, within the matter of like a month or two, mind you, I got more money from my boss that was holiday money and shit. Like I leveraged certain things to be able to, I've now got a car.
Yeah.
And I'm also saving going away at Christmas. I'm going to have money for Christmas. I'm going to have money for myself. And then it comes to New Year again, like I'm still on the route of, okay, keep saving money. And it's given me that mindset. And without that fucking lesson, I wouldn't be where I am. So in going back to where we were, you taking that leap of starting this, worst case scenario, it doesn't fucking work. But you've learned everything you've forced yourself to learn because you've thrown yourself in the deep end, and you can take that with you for the rest of your life. Like, maybe this isn't like if it weren't to work, it's not the right thing. But you can pivot because you've learned all those fucking mistakes, And I don't mean to keep trying to manifest failure. It sounds like I am, but do you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
And it should be right anyway. You know what I mean? Like you might have lost all this money in your case.
Yeah.
But you're where you wanted to be anyway.
Yeah.
Like you made it happen regardless.
Yeah.
And I guess what you're saying is like the fact that you made it happen regardless, plus all of this shit that happened on top, the amount of character growth you had to like undergo to be able to pull that off is worth it.
Yeah.
Even if you got scammed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, for everything, it's put me in the place I needed to be. Like, I feel like for a while there, I was trying different things, and it was like, it kept dragging away more and more from what was actually important. And that, like, reset really fucking hit me hard. And now I'm back where I need to be. Like, I've now gone back. I didn't realize that, in the past, I'd built such solid foundations, and that's what kept me growing so well, like, and doing so well for myself. But then I lost those foundations over time, and I wasn't realizing they were getting fucking eaten away by termites, like. And so I really was pretty much left back at that square zero point, and I've had to rebuild those foundations. I'm still doing that now, but it's made me realize what's important. In doing that, bro, like, without even trying, the other night you saw I got played on Triple J.
Yeah.
Simple shit like that. And it's like, because I feel like I'm doing the right thing now, and I'm going back to my roots, the universe is just treating me. I didn't even submit for that.
Yeah.
I just got placed, like, it's fucking crazy, bro, you know? And even that was another eye-opening moment of like, if I can get treated like this for putting the hard work in, then anything's possible. Because I feel like a lot of artists know that, of like, you put so much in, you get fuck all back. Do you know what I mean? And so those little signs, it's like, bro, all you got to do is just keep doing you. Things will come to you eventually. Like, you can go out of your way to do stuff, but the more you force shit, the less likely it's going to happen. You're going to drag away from what you're trying to do. And yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's a lot of what entrepreneurship is, like running a business in general.
Yeah.
Like, you got to put so much work in for so many years before you see any kind of return.
Yeah.
And the whole time you're doubting whether you're doing the right thing, whether it's working, whether you should switch it up, whether, like, what the problem is. And, like, I mean, that's half the battle. It's just not freaking giving in to all those questions and the doubts.
Yeah.
Just freaking keep going, man. I feel like I was meant to say something else then, but I lost it. It's all G.
But yeah, that's where my life's been, bro. And all the while, still, like I said, I've been working a stupid amount of overtime, still making music. It's pushed me to actually make better music as well. As I mentioned off camera, I've been posting as much as I can on TikTok. I've actually made proper content plans that I think that I'm going to be able to stick to now, rather than just, this is what the algorithm's telling me I need to do or whatever. You know, like, I'm actually set something out that I feel like I can consistently hold up myself, like it's what's right for me, and still being the authentic me. Whereas, like, I went through an identity crisis where I was trying to separate myself and my artist brand and stuff, and like, it all comes down to, it's just me. Like,
Yeah, I think, yeah. That's what I was trying to say before. Just like figuring out what it is that you enjoy doing the most and why you started to begin with, because that's what really attracts everything that you're trying to get to begin with. Like, for me, it's really easy to get distracted by the inner workings of everything and overcomplicating it, when really, like, if you just operate, and not to sound too like fucking out there, but if you just operate on the fucking universal frequency of just like, I'm doing this, I'm having a good time, everyone sees that and they just naturally feel it. Like, you can't fake that. And I feel like if you try to fake it, that's where you just end up spinning your wheels. And a lot of the battle, I feel like, for me, is just trying to figure out exactly what it is that I enjoy, that I could do forever, because that's what's gonna, like, not attract other people, but other people are going to want to buy into that and get a piece of that as well, because you're, in a way, providing it to them by living it yourself.
and it's what's going to last too. Like, the more you try stuff that you don't fully enjoy, like, you're trading your happiness for nothing. Like, I heard something the other day of like, some people work to trade their happiness. They're like, oh fuck, I'm doing this now so I could be happy in the future. Or you can be happy with what you're doing right now. And I feel like, even with entrepreneurship, like, yeah, you don't wake up every day going, oh, I love life, la-di-da-di-da. But there's a difference between doing something to get you what you want and doing something because you're happy to do it, if that makes sense. Like, even if you don't enjoy doing something, finding happiness within that and actually picking little things up that keep you going for longer. The example I thought of before, if someone is genuinely a nice person, everyone gets along with them. If you're trying to be a nice person or trying to be the nice guy, everyone sees straight through that. No one fucking likes that kind of person. So, bro, at the end of the day, just be you. Like,
Even if you're a cunt.
even if you're a cunt.
Because people respect it, man. Like, even if you're not everyone's cup of tea, and the reality is not everyone's going to like you, especially if you're being authentically who you are. But that's the only way you actually find the people who will at the end of the day as well. So,
Yeah.
message of the day, be a cunt.
Don't be a cunt. Yeah, it's crazy. Anyways, if you guys have liked this, fucking like the video. If you're new here, subscribe.
Fucking like the video, you dogs.
Yeah, it helps a lot more than you realize. Still posting these every fucking week. I think I'm actually going to play around with branching these out every 2 weeks and have a supplement long video in the weeks. But there's a lot of content in the works, so that will happen in time. I don't know what direction it's going to take, but it will happen. See you guys in the next episode. Take care and peace.